wake up.
Welcome to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and today it's just a quick and short video on how you can get Bistan to 7 stars for FREE free. So I'm guessing this has been happening because there was a huge uproar on the whole K2SO thing. Android people were lucky. They were the only ones who can get a free 7-star K2SO, assuming they can finish all the hard tiers for the next couple days or weeks, however long the event is, and iOS users kind of felt left out. So I'm not sure if this is why we're seeing this with the whole Bistan pack going on, but iOS users, you can get Bistan for absolutely free for the next 15 days, and all you have to do is open up your data card, and that's it. You don't have to do some crazy event that Android people have to do. And for your Android people, you also get a special where you can get the Rebel Scarif Pathfinder. And to be honest, Bistan is a lot better, and I have exclusive gameplay from when I was at EA. I went ahead and used Bistan in the Rancor raid, and he is probably going to be the next Tebow 2.0. He is great. You can make his potency huge, and he can just remove turn meter like it is nothing. So I will show you that towards the end here, but let's go ahead and open up this pack here. I think the reason why iOS users are getting the better deal here is because the K2SO kind of up in the air how good he's going to be. He looks like a fun character, that's for sure. And I think Bistan's definitely a good here. I'm sorry you couldn't get K2SO present. And then Google users, or Android users, I should say, getting Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, it's definitely nice, but he's not nowhere near as good as Bistan. So let's go ahead, open up this pack, and here we go. So this is day 1. And we get 4 blueprints of the Bistan ship, but the problem is, though, you need the Scarif Rebel Pathfinder to complement the ship. So you won't be able to use the ship right away if you don't have Bistan and the Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. But fortunately, I think it's better that iOS users are getting Bistan because the farm is a lot easier for Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. You just go to Cantina and you farm that. Versus Bistan, he is only in fleet shipments, and there are so many good things in that particular shipment right there. So getting it through a data card is a heck of a lot easier. So let's go ahead and just read this real quick. Expand your fleet with Bistan's U-Wing, an elusive rebel support ship that grants buffs and turn meter to allies while dropping in and out of stealth. And this also includes the Bistan characters we just talked about, and then come back every single day until December 30th to collect more shards and blueprints. And it just kind of goes on, talks about Bistan, how he gets a ton of turn meter and stuff like that, how he can remove a lot of turn meter, and he also has special synergies when Jyn Erso is the squad leader. So I don't have any Jyn Erso gameplay just yet. I'm hoping EA gets back to me and the other YouTubers so we can do a review for her before people have to start competing in the tournament, so you can decide whether or not it's worth going ahead and getting Jyn Erso. So let's go ahead and claim this pack real quick. And yeah, this is probably the easiest character you can possibly get, so make sure you take advantage of this. You might not play the game every single day, but you should definitely try to log in just to get this, because you don't get many free great characters. I know people haven't really tried him out, but I can guarantee that for the Rancor raid, he is going to be great. So there we go. We got 4 out of 50 blueprints. This is just day 1 here. And there we go. Since I already have Bistan unlocked because he was one of the previous login rewards, I think October, if I am correct, because TIE Fighter Pilot was November. I already have him unlocked. Never expected this to happen, but every single day from now on, I will get 15 shards. So this should be enough to get you close to 7 stars if I'm correct. So let's go ahead and continue. And what I'm going to do now is, yeah, so there we go. I think that's all we get. So let's go ahead and finish. Let me go ahead and put some quick gameplay on while I kind of wrap up my conversation. So let's see some magic happen. Woo! How did I get over here? I don't know. So in the gameplay you're seeing right now, it's just me testing out Bistan mainly because he looked really good. When I was at EA at Sacramento a couple weeks ago, I looked at Bistan. I'm like, this sounds like a really great character for the Rancor raid, and he absolutely is. At the very beginning of this video, I'm not going to show the full thing because it's a long video, but I might do this in an in-depth review. Let me go ahead and wait. See, Bistan went stealth because of Tebow, and now he's going to go ahead and just remove all that turn meter, and he did 19,000 damage, almost 20,000 damage. That's a lot better than Tebow in terms of consistency, because he has some really high potency, as well as he hits really hard. So Tebow can't hit that hard like Bistan, so I'll go ahead and let that go in. You also have General Kenobi just for the heck of it because I wanted a cleanser, and then you also have Rex and Baze for the speed down. And this was great. I actually just, the video went on for like 30 minutes. I was almost completing the full entire raid with Bistan, and I was like, okay, this is getting kind of boring, so I stopped. But I'll show you guys a few minutes of this gameplay so you can get a feel of how Bistan is for those iOS users or for those Android users who are thinking about farming him from fleet shipments. So one thing that makes Bistan great is this primary ability, which is called Blast Him. And essentially all it does is that it does damage, but at the same time he applies damage over time for 3 turns. So you probably won't see too much, but when I was doing this gameplay, towards like the close to the end, I had probably a good 100 damage over time on the Gamorrean captain. It was crazy. So he's going to be really great for that, because if he ever does get to take a turn, if he finally somehow resists all that turn meter removal, he's going to get a lot of damage over time, just sucking the health out of him. And we're not going to do too much of an in-depth review on this, because this is just showing you users what Bistan is, so you can either be excited that you're going to get him for free, or you can farm him through fleet shipments. But he gets a ton of potency bonuses for each rebel ally and for each enemy debuff. So just because the captain is debuffed, he's going to get plus 10% potency just because someone's debuffed. And if there's a rebel like Baze was here, he's going to go ahead and get another 10% potency. So this is by far probably going to be one of the most fantastic characters for that Rancor raid, because of a lot of damage, as well as a lot of damage over time, debuffs, turn meter removal. It's going to be great. And the thing that pretty much removes the ton of turn meter is his third ability called Gunner Tactics. And pretty much all this does is that it deals physical damage, and it removes turn meter equal to Bistan's potency. So if Bistan has 100% potency, he will remove 100% turn meter, and vice versa, so on and so forth. You get the drill. And this is actually this third ability, Gunner Tactics. It's the second highest dealing damage character, or max damage I should say, in the game. So Ray is number 1. If you guys have seen my in-depth reviews, Ray has the highest max damage before mods abilities are considered, and Bistan is number 2, and he's only a couple hundred off what Ray has. So it's a very powerful ability. So for you iOS users, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is for you guys. This is a great gift, and it's a great makeup for the fact that we could not get K2SO. So he's a great character. Please go ahead and get this. As a free-to-play player, this is our dream, to get a free character, pretty much the 7 stars, and a free ship as well, because ships are definitely a new thing, and getting a free ship is definitely going to help you out in the long run. So let me know what you think. Are you excited that we have Bistan? Are you looking forward to getting him unlocked? Are you thinking about farming him in fleet shipments for you Android users? Definitely let me know. Next Bounty Hunter in-depth review is coming most likely tomorrow, so stay tuned. I've been working really hard to get a couple of these reviews out, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So stick around, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, my friends. And we will talk again soon. Peace out.